Hey friends, welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 pups. In today's video, we're going to be doing a cash unstuffing, and it's going to be a big one because we have an update to share with you guys, as well as budgeting for our upcoming paycheck. So grab your favorite drink or snack, cozy up, and let's get to budgeting. Hey everybody, welcome back again. As I mentioned before, today we're going to be doing our unstuffing and budget video. We do have a lot to unstuff today. So I will start with getting right into my high priority binder. We're going to be pulling some money from here. Let me grab my cash tray. Tonight, my drink of choice, my husband just made this for me, is a hot tea. This is a ginger lemon, honey ginger lemon. It was like a jelly basically that you get from Costco, and you just mix it with hot water and then strain it. And I haven't tried it yet, but my husband has had a bunch of it and he said it's super good. So I'm feeling a little hoarse and I'm cold, so I thought I'm gonna have a drink to warm me up. All right, let me grab my cash tray. It is a little bit dark because I'm recording at night, so I'm sorry if the lighting is not great for you guys. I do have all of my extra lights going, so there might be a glare, but we'll work with it. So getting into the update. So we took our dogs to the vet this week and very unfortunately found out that our Pitty has a tumor and she needs to have surgery. So it's seeming like it's not life-threatening, but it does need to be removed. So what's crazy is that it is literally the size of like the tip of my pinky, but underneath her skin, it like octopuses out, like it has veins that just like octopus out under her skin. So even though externally it looks very, very small, they're actually going to have to cut a portion of her whole like flesh out on her side to do the surgery and stitch it back together. And it is not going to be cheap. It's several $1,000s, and I don't even have that much saved up in their emergency fund. And the vet visit alone last week was more than we were anticipating. So the game plan for that moving forward basically is that we canceled our California trip that we had planned for March. And we're going to be taking $150 out of their emergency fund, and we're going to be pulling everything from their actual envelope. So for now, we're taking $150 from here. We had to cancel our California trip. That seemed like the easiest way to kind of save some money. I'm still going to be Instacarting and doing my side hustles and to come up with the rest that we need. Thankfully, I do have care credit. And care credit, I never mind using, and I almost always use it for their vet visits if they're like large amounts, because it's always no interest pretty much, because anytime it's over $250, it's no interest. I have no problem using care credit. Say what you guys want about credit cards. I think that there's a time and a place for them. And for our situation, like this is one of the times when I have no problem whatsoever using one. I am going to try and pay what I can with the money that I have in here and that I have saved up in their pups envelope. And so with that being said too, my savings challenges that I'm working on, they were going towards, extra payments on my car, which is not a necessity. This is right now. So we're going to be taking the money that I save up in my savings challenges, and it's going to go towards this. So $150 came out of their emergency fund. So they're down to $700, and that's going to be gone, momentarily, in the next few weeks. Her surgery is set for March the 5th. I think that's when it is, March 5th. Or 3rd maybe. I can't remember, but it's just a few weeks off. And then it's a minimum 2-week recovery time, and basically she can't do any like physical activity during that time. So it's going to be a lot because, I'm usually gone a lot during the day because I'm working, but I'm going to have to just be home. So I'm going to lose income that way from like my side hustle is doing Instacart. So We're going to have to figure it out. I think the schedule I'll probably come up with is that I'll do Instacart Monday and Friday. Those are the most lucrative for me anyway, and my husband works from home on those days. So he can kind of keep an eye on her, but we'll see how it goes. So it was definitely not the news that we wanted. I will say that we were like beside ourselves for a couple days about it, just because like animals are helpless and they're our children. They are our babies, and so it's just really sad. Anyway, so we're pulling everything out of pups. We're taking 300 from there. So there's 1, 2, 250, 270, 290, 300. I'm glad that, you know, we got this taken care of. The vet said we caught it really early. Thankfully, we are like super, super attentive to our dogs. They are literally like our lives. So we, you know, caught it really quickly, but, yeah, that was just unfortunate news to get. And then my boy dog, he has a pancreas problem. So he's on medication. So he had to have all kinds of tests. He has to have tests every year to renew his medication, make sure his prescription is still up to date. So that was pricey. So it was just a very expensive week for us. Next, I'm going to be unstuffing from Beauty. My husband had a haircut, so we're going to take 55, 20, 40, 50, and 5. So left in there is 10, 15, 20, 25. But yeah, it's called, I don't know if I mentioned this, it's called a mast cell tumor, and I guess they're like fairly common in dogs. What I didn't know is that they're allergy related, and she does have very bad allergies. I've talked about that on this channel before. That's it for this binder. And I asked the vet, you know, what would happen like if we didn't do anything? And she said basically what could happen is if she has really bad allergies at any point in time, she breaks out in like hives. And what can happen is it can cause this bump that she has. It's like full of like allergens, her histamine, I guess. And if she has an allergic reaction, it can basically release all of those into her body and cause her to go into anaphylactic shock. So, she does get really bad allergies, and we're getting into the season now where allergies are very bad. So she's on Zyrtec and all of that. She takes that every day. They said keep her on that, and hopefully it will keep any type of allergic reaction at bay. But it is, especially for her, just, like, time is of the essence when it comes to getting it taken care of. So, okay, coffee. We are pulling everything out of here. My husband stocked up on all of his tea, so that's what we use this envelope for as well. So we're taking 45. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So yeah, it's not my favorite news to be like delivering and talking about. And she's just like the sweetest little baby. I just love her. So after that, we went and bought her a bunch of toys because her vet is right close to PetSmart. So we took her in there and she picked out several things. Yes, she picked them out. Okay, coming out of entertainment, we're taking 40, 20, 30, 35, 40. We have tickets to a basketball game with some friends. Clothing, I am taking everything out of here. I went to Savers. As I said, you guys, in the beginning of the year, like, I'm trying to do a low buy year with clothes, but I've talked about this in my last few videos. A lot of my clothes are, like, just do not fit me. They are way too big. My pants are falling off. And I needed to get some things. So I went to Savers, and I did say at the beginning of the year, like, if I am going to buy clothes, I need to thrift them. Like, I always need to check thrift stores first before I go buy anything new. And so I was able to find several things at the thrift store, and a lot of them were orange tags. So on that day that we were there, orange tags were 50% off. So that was super nice. All right, so 40 from there. And then next I'm pulling from gifts. I am pulling, what am I pulling from here? Just $10. I bought my husband a little something. So I'm going to pull that 20. So there's 30 left in gifts. And then I'm also pulling the 20 that is in hobbies because, again, I got some stuff for my husband. My So my brother and I actually went to a card shop today. We had to wait in line when they opened, but there was a release of some Pokemon thing. I don't really know a lot about it, but I know that it was a new thing and that people were waiting in line for it. And what's nice is this card shop was not marking it up. It was at MSRP. So I was actually able to get a few things for my husband, and he hasn't had anything in months, new cards in months. So I definitely wanted to get him a few, so I did, and so we were able to do that for him, so that's good. Okay, so that is all that I'm going to be unstuffing. I think I'm just going to check my list here off camera, make sure that I got it all. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I need to unstuff my savings challenge. Okay, yes. So I finished this savings challenge last week, and it was going to go towards debt, and I just didn't have time to, I never unstuffed it and took it to the bank, so now it's going to go towards my dogs. I think this is 215. This is from the March challenge that I completed in last week's cash stuffing. So we're going to take everything out of there and count this up. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, and 215. So that. All right. Let's add up everything that I have here and make sure, I think I'm supposed to have 875. Let's make sure that that is correct and accurate. All right. We have 200, 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 340, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So 875, and that is correct. All right, so that's all going to go back to the bank. So I'm going to move this to the side for now, and we're going to swap out for my iPad, and we will move into this week's budget with me. All right, everybody, we're ready and set up for this week's budget with me. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Hopefully it's not boiling at this point. Perfect temperature, and that is super, super good. Like I said, it was from Costco, and it's in almost a big jar that you would look for jelly in. And it just dissolves in hot water. It's super good. I think it was honey citron. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I have no money left in my wallet from last week. I did use my cash this week. You guys would be proud of me. I did mostly use cash. A lot of what I unstuffed, the majority of what I unstuffed was for my dogs. Almost exclusively. And there's going to be a lot more that is going to be unstuffed. So yeah, I was really close to 1,000 in my dog's emergency fund. I'm just glad there was something in there, and I am going to have to deplete it, but I'm just glad there was something that was in there. Okay, while I am remembering this, I do have some coins in my wallet, so I'm going to put those into my coin jar really quickly before I get started with the budgeting. Let's see. So I did work Instacart this week, not as much as I normally do because I didn't work today, and today is Friday, and usually I work a long day on Friday, and it's usually a good day for Instacart. However, I had to help my brother today to help him with some things, so I did not go. So I am going to go on Sunday this week, which is actually the best day to Instacart. They pay more. And it's the day that there's the most orders. So I put it on my calendar, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to go do it on Sunday, and that's fine. And we'll see what we can make Sunday, but I'm not going to account for that obviously in this budget with me because I don't know how much I'm going to make yet. This week I am budgeting with $600. That is leaving some buffer in my checking account from that. I actually brought in this week, I think 653 around there. So there's a little bit extra that I'm leaving in the account added to the buffer. So we're budgeting with 600. And starting with groceries, I think I'm going to do 70 this week. That worked good for us last week. Dining out, we're going to go 50. My fun money, I'll do usual 20. Miscellaneous is going to get 10, and my husband's fun money will get 20. So we have 70 plus 50, that's 120. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, right? I think that's correct. 170. 70 plus 50 is 120, 40, 50. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so we started with 600. We're going to take away the 170, and we have 400. Is that correct? That's not right. Yeah, it is. Minus 170. Okay, 430. I'm going to write that over here. Okay. All right, and then we're going to go into my high priority binder. And my emergency fund is still fully funded right now at 1,000, so we're not going to be stuffing that right now. So I'm just going to put FF here for fully funded. And I'm going to try and scoot this just slightly so you guys can see the calculator too. Okay. All right, so my dog's emergency fund now is down to 700, so we're going to put another 50 back in there. Whoops. Car repairs, I'm just going to put 10 this week. I might actually put more into my dog's emergency fund. We'll see. Michigan has 200. Let's do 20 in there. Anniversary, we'll just get 10. Vacation, not a priority now because we're not going. So I might move some of this money actually into a different envelope because there's $230 in there. So I might move some of that. We'll see. Right now I'm gonna still put $10 in there because I'm still trying to stuff every envelope. And then Disney has 220 and we'll just put 10 in there. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So since it's only 110, I'm actually going to double this into the dog's emergency fund and I'm going to put 100. So let me do my eraser. Whoops. And I think that we can make that work. Okay, so that would be 160. Right, 100, 110, 30, 40, wait, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah. Okay, so 430 minus 160 is 270. So we're going to write that over here in the margin. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. What is your favorite snack right now? Like, what is your favorite snack obsession? So mine is a new thing that I found, and it's goldfish that are spicy dill pickle flavor, and they're like crunchy. They're a little bit different than regular goldfish. I could not believe how spicy they actually are. These are not for kids. Do not give them to children unless they like really spicy stuff. But they are super, super good. They're brand new. I just happened to find them because I was doing Instacart, and I see all the new stuff that comes in. But you guys have to try them. The goldfish spicy dill pickle. If you like pickle flavored things and you like a little bit of spice, you have to give those a try. They are so, so, so good. All right. That's going to be it for this binder. And we're going to go into my short-term binder. Okay, so starting off with pups. Once again, that is empty. So I'm going to put 50 in there. Okay. Let's see about household. I think we'll just do 5. It has 30. I don't need anything. Costco has 50, I think. Let's do 30 in there, and that'll make it 80. Beauty, I have a haircut in like 2 weeks-ish, so let's put 25 in there. That'll get us almost what we need. Toiletries, I'm going to put just 5. Self-care, let's do 10. And then health, we'll put 5. All right, so this I'm going to use my calculator for. We have 50 plus 5 plus 30 plus 25 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. So 130 in there. That's good. All right, so we had 270, subtract 130, means we have 140 left for my low priority binder and to put into my savings challenges. So let's write that here, 140. Before we look at the low priority binder, we're going to look at my savings challenge binder and see what we can do. All right, so we started on the April challenge and we started with the first $40 in there. So I'm going to do another 40 today. And then I'm going to do another 10 into my quick 250. So that would be $50 that's going in there. Let's see. And for right now, well, hold on, let's see. So we're down to 90 left. If I do 25, that means I only have 65. I'm going to skip this for now, and we are going to start working on these when it's a week where I have a little bit more money. Right now, my dogs are just like bleeding me dry. So we're going to stay with just these 2 challenges for right now, the April challenge and the quick 250. So we have $50 that's going to be going in here. So we'll write that. 50 in there. So we had 140, we're going to take away 50, so we have 90 that we are able to put into my low priority binder. All right. I know right off the bat that I need to put a good amount in gifts because I have 2 anniversaries that I need to get gifts for. Coffee's going to get, as usual, 5. Entertainment, I'm just going to put 5. I'm trying to get the money back for our tickets, our concert tickets that we had bought for California. And I even bought the trip insurance for this, you guys. I bought the ticket insurance. And I never do that. I literally never do that. And they won't give me my money back. So I have the tickets. I bought the tickets through Ticketmaster. I have the tickets listed for sale, verified resale through Ticketmaster, because that's the only tickets that are left. So I'm hopeful that our tickets will sell. I'm still going to take a loss. The other thing that I can check with is my credit card. One of the benefits is if you buy for travel anyway, if you're unable to go on a trip that you paid for on a credit card, one of their perks is they will reimburse you for other expenses that other places will not refund you for. So I don't know if it'll work for my concert tickets, but I'm going to look into it. Okay, clothing, we'll put, I'm just going to put 5 this week. And I'm going to put 5 into shopping. That will give it 25. And then we'll put 5 in hobbies. So right now we're sitting at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we've got 65 that we can put into gifts, which I'm happy with that because there is 30 in there. So I'll have just about $100 in there. I can make up if I need to use some of my fun money to make it $100. I know that I'm going to give cash to one person and another couple. I'm going to get some gifts that I still need to get, and I'm going to have to order them, I think. So I might have a little bit more time to put some money in the gifts envelope for that. Okay. that is it for this week's budget. Then let's go ahead and add up all of our numbers over here that are in black. That will give us our total amount. So we have 170 for my wallet, 160 for my high priority binder, 130 for my my short-term sinking funds, 90 in my low priority binder, and 50 into my savings challenges for a total of 600, which is correct. All right, you guys, well, that wraps up today's unstuffing video and budget with me. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm sorry if I'm not like happy and excited. I just had some rough news this week with my dog, of course. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. If you did make it here, leave me the heart emoji that has a little bandage on it in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it, and certainly my pups, Luna and Melbourne, would appreciate it as well. We thank you all so much for watching, and we will catch you guys in our next video. Bye.